Hello, race fans, and welcome once again to the Last Night's Racing League. Here we are, Season 3, round number 13 at Atlanta Motor Speedway. Boy, they got a pretty nice night out there for racing. 83-degree air temperature, winds only 2 miles an hour, track temperature 102 degrees. As always, thank you for joining us at Rice Motorsports TV. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Hey, click that notification bell if you want to know every time we go live. As always, they're running that 70% fuel here tonight. And they've got 3 complete sets of tires. This set they start on, plus 2 additional sets. Have the one fast repair for 90 laps around this 1.5 mile facility. And as always, want to give a shout out to our broadcast sponsor, Butt Kicker. Don't forget to click on their link in the description and check out all their great products. Butt Kicker, feel what you've been missing. As we head down onto the track here, we have about just over 5 minutes to go there, and guys are out there making last-minute adjustments to their cars. Let's see who on track there. That's looks like that's Danny Cochran there. He's currently second fastest with that 31.297. About 18 trucks in the server here tonight. There's Sean. Okay, just pulling in. There's Sean McLaughlin. Good to see him back. And let's see here. If Sean's here, okay, I don't see his mom in the chat yet. I know she'll be in there shortly, though. But good to see Sean back on track here. He's currently 7th fastest with that 31.477. There's another Sean Hofstadler, 9th quickest, the 31.499. And McLaughlin, he's got a couple of teammates here with him as well for Team Shavoda. There's Gerald Space, 15th quickest. Charles Roberson's also in the house, and he hasn't put up a time yet. Apparently, he hasn't been out on track yet. So good to see the whole gang here for just about the whole gang for Team Shavoda there. And there's AJ. Okay, he's not on track right now. AJ Green, he's actually 3rd fastest. And right now, I think he's the only Vortex Theory, excuse me, only Vortex Theory driver on track. And let's see. And Martin Morales, one of the Morecast Racing drivers. I see 3 of their team members out there. He's 7th fastest. Teammate Sean Hofstadler just went 3rd fastest. Tyler Dingler, he's the independent driver, currently 14th fastest. And looking for our spotlight drive. There he is right there, Adam Ailshire. And he'll be driving the Rice Motorsports TV truck tonight, and we'll be checking in with him throughout the evening and following his progress through the race. And right now he's not out on track right now. He doesn't have to be. He's currently the quickest in practice. 31.289 is the time to beat. Now, actually, Danny Cochran's in dead heat with him there, 31.297. And just maybe about 100th of a second off. See, there's Shane Wilden, Full Throttle Motorsports. We didn't see a lot of their guys last week. I think the whole gang wasn't. They might have had something else to do. He's there, and there's Josh Carver. That's another one of the Full Throttle guys. He's 11th quickest at the moment. And I think that there's only 2 in the server right now that I see. There's Seabuck Horns. He's looking like he's just getting out on track. I don't even think he's posted a time yet. And as you can see in the timing tower, and each of the car numbers or truck numbers are color coded to match their team. You know, if they're on a team. And I'm going to check something there with Sieber. Check his number's not showing up for some reason. Let's see here. Just under 2 minutes now. Let's see if we bring that back up and get his number in there. There it is. Okay. And we're going to pause a moment from our sponsors, and we'll be right back for qualifying. Hey, you're watching the Last Night's Racing League Season 3, round number 13, here on Rice Motorsports TV.
With the Butt Kicker Gamer 2, what you see and what you hear is what you feel. Butt Kicker. The future is feeling.
Okay, we're back, and it's time to go qualifying. The server has rolled over, waiting to get some cars out on track. I think I see Gerald Space heading on out there. Now, of course, it's private qualifying, so everybody's out there at the same time. We can't see everybody. We're just locking on some guys as we see their times come in. Gerald Space, one of the Shibota drivers. We already have some times on the board there. Sean McLaughlin, provisional pole here at the moment with that 31.572. There's Adam Elshire, driver, a spotlight driver, currently second fastest, trying to improve on that 31.618. Looks like he will. He'll go up to the pole, 31.366, provisional pole setter. There's one of the Larson Line Motorsport drivers, Jesse Thornock, currently third fastest. And they'll see if he can, he just got bumped to fourth. That was Shane Wheeldon that bumped him down to fourth. Let's see if he picks up his time. He's falling down the order just a little bit, trying to improve on that 31.684. He does improve up to second fastest. Tyler Dingler there, currently sixth fastest, trying to improve on that 31.690. Let's see, and he's just right now 7th. Does he move back up closer? Yes, he does. Up to the 6th position. Got 1 spot back. And he just got bumped again. Josh Carver, I think, might have bumped him down there. Carver down that 5th position. And it looks like most of the guys have gone in. So while we wait for everyone else to finish qualifying, we'll go ahead and pause for our national anthem. All right. Okay, we're back, and about 30 seconds to go in qualifying, and so they'll be wrapping up and be rolling over to the race session here at Atlanta Motor Speedway, and it looks like the track temperature has dropped a little bit. It's air temperature is 83 degrees now. The wind has picked up a bit, and it was 2 miles an hour, now 3 miles an hour. But the track has cooled down to 94. I believe it was like 102, 103 earlier when we came into the session. And looks like it's rolling over now. Trucks are starting to grid up. They're waiting for guys to come out onto the track there. And as they come out onto the track, let's take a look at your starting lineup here. And on the pole, hey, your spotlight driver, Adam Ailshire, starting first there. Danny Cochran second, Jesse Thornock third, Dakota Moniz fourth, Josh Carver in 5th position, Sean McLaughlin 6th, Tyler Dengler 7th, Shane Wheeldon he'll start in the 8th position. 9th is Jad Khalif. Martin Morales Jr. rounds out your top 10. Then we have in 11th, Seba Corns. Charles Roberson starts in the 12th position. 13th will be Gerald Space. 14th, Max Foner. And the rest of these guys didn't put down a qualifying time here. And then that will be Sean Huffstudler starting 15th. James Trammell 16th. Lance Hill 17th. And A.J. Green starting shotgun on the field in the 18th position. Just a few more trucks to come out onto the starting grid there. They have that 2-minute countdown timer to get out onto the grid. If they miss it, they'll actually get a missed start, and they would be able to join the race, but they would basically be starting from pit road and couldn't leave the pits until the green flag drops. So you definitely want to get out there before that countdown timer ends. Maybe at least one more driver to go from the looks of it to get out there, and usually once everybody's out there, then the pace car will start rolling away. It looks like everybody's there. Oh, see, it looks like somebody at the back may not be there, and I hope somebody didn't miss the start, because it looked like I believe it was 18 trucks in the server, and we didn't have should have had 9 complete rows there. Hopefully everybody made it out. We'll see what happens here. Adam Elshaw will be leading them to the green flag. Let's see. Okay, he's in the chat there. I'm just taking a look to see, make sure where he was, so if we can, we'll try to catch up with him later on during the race. Pace car should be pulling off any moment now. And we got a green flag. We're racing here at Atlanta. Racing down into turn 1. Adam Elshaw, Danny Cochran right there in that second position, followed by Jesse Thornlock. Boy, Adam Elshaw, boy, he's got a whole fleet of Larson Line Motorsports drivers right there behind them. There's Dakota Moniz making a move into the second position. How about Sean McLaughlin right there in the 5th spot? Sean right up there at the business end of the field already. And AJ Green was the one truck that did not make it out, and he missed the start, and he may have been having problems. AJ Green, the lone Vortex Theory driver out there. And actually, I think Adam Elshaw is a Vortex Theory as well. But so AJ Green unfortunately missed the start. McLaughlin gets shuffled back just a little bit. Elshaw, he continues to lead. Boy, Danny Cochran's right there on his tail. They've kind of broken away from the rest of the pack here just a little bit. Dakota Moniz in that 3rd position. Larson Line looking very strong right now. They all of their guys that are here are running inside the top 5. They were running 2nd, 3rd, and 4th. Josh Carver, he just broke that up, moving into that 4th position. He's got Thornock right there behind him. Thornock being challenged by McLaughlin. Under heavy pressure from the 28, and he's about to maybe get that position from the 14. And meanwhile, we do have a lead change. Danny Cochran just moves into the lead ahead of Adam Elshaw. We'll see if Adam can hold on to that 2nd place there. Still got maybe about a couple of truck lengths between them and 3rd place, Dakota Moniz. Now lap 5 of 90. Starting to spread out just a little bit. Josh Carver, he's trying to see if he can close in on Dakota Moniz there. Put more pressure on that 5 truck. And how about Sean McLaughlin now trying to make a move? He's just about into the top 5 there. You know, he's still battling with Jesse Thornock, trying to hold on to that 5th position. And boy, they've got Tyler Dingler and Shane Wheeldon right behind them, fixing trying to get up into the mix as well. Shane Wheeler trying to see if he can get a little closer there to that 19 truck. Trying to muscle his way past Tyler Dingler there. Just about have that 7th position. Boy, they're door to door. He's got his nose ahead there, or should I say 8th? Okay, 7th. There we go. He just did. Now he's got it by a nose. Meanwhile, up the front, Elshaw, he has battled back and got the lead once again. Things kind of closed up, though. There's Dakota Moniz. Boy, things are getting really tight here at the front. Those top 4, Josh Carver, he's in the mix for sure. Boy, these laps are for, it's a 1.5 mile track, but these laps click off very fast here at Atlanta. making their way now through turns 3 and 4. And you know Josh Carver, boy, he's going to be pressing hard to get to the front every single lap. And those guys are battling. We got somebody on pit road, Sean McLaughlin, coming in early on lap number 9. And looked like he might have had a scrape with the wall there. Truck kind of looks like it's okay. I don't know, he may have to use his faster pair. Let's see what happens here. Yes, he does. He uses that faster pair, and looks like he might have got some tires. I wasn't sure. He might have gotten just maybe left sides. Who knows? But Sean McLaughlin back on his way back out now. Meanwhile, up the front, boy, they're still battling hot and heavy up the front. Adam Ailshire still battling with Larson Line Motorsport, the entire team, and Josh Carver there in the mix as well. Coming around now to start lap 11. And boy, look at the gap that those four have really opened up on the field. Wow, you can see those four there, and then back to 5th place. Danny Cochran, he's quite a ways back. Cochran is about, let's go ahead and bring up the graphics that's showing the gap. Jesse Thornock, he's just about 2 seconds back from the leader there. Thornock has Lance Hill right there behind him. You know, Lance, he's a pretty quick driver as well. He definitely can find his way to the front. What's it look like through the field? He's followed by Martin Morales. 2 teammates there, actually. That's Morales in the number 1 truck, followed by Sean Huffstubler, his teammate. And Tyler Dingler, independent driver. Well, a couple of independent drivers. Tyler Dingler and Max Foner. Foner's in the 10th position. They're followed by, that's the first Team Shavoda driver, Charles Roberson now in 11th. And behind him is Jad Khalif, that's the league owner, running in the 12th position. And he's the only Obsidian Edge driver out there tonight. There's another Norcast driver there, James Trammell, in the 13th spot. Gerald Space, the Team Shavoda, at 14th. McLaughlin, he came in that pit stop, so he's and 1 lap down. Shane Wheeldon coming down pit road. Oh, wow, he had some heavy contact with the wall. He's probably going to have to burn that 1 faster pair. And he comes to a stop, and faster pair goes on, and looks like he's going to get at least right sides. Let's see if he gets all 4. Yep, he's getting 4 tires and fuel. And he's down and away, 14.7 second pit stop. That's not too bad. As he makes his way back out, Adam Ailshire continuing to hold on to that lead. He's battling hard there. Dakota Moniz moved into that 2nd position. Cochran had it for quite a while, but he's lost it to his teammate there, Josh Carver, still running in that 4th position. Now, who knows, Josh? He may be, he may just be chilling back there for a little while. We'll see. And because he powered up through the field, Carver. He gained 1 spot since the start. Now lap 16 of 90. Ailshire trying to put a little bit of distance between him and that 2nd place Dakota Moniz. Moniz is right there, though. They're in you might could argue that they're in a pretty comfortable spot here, and they're kind of just they may be cruising along, biding their time. Danny Cochran, he lost that 2nd position, but he hasn't fallen off at all. And Josh Carver hasn't either. Might have lost a little bit of ground to them. Yeah, he's about maybe 3 truck lengths back now. And so he may not just be cruising along at all. Those top 3 are starting to put a little distance between him and them. And he's got Jesse Thornock their teammates, but he's 1.3 seconds behind them and not exactly closing in at the moment. Well, further back there's Sean Huffstutler and Max Fono. And behind them and Max Fono, Martin Morales. There's a whole gaggle of trucks here battling for positions here. Morales being, I think he's being challenged by, who is that? Tyler Dingler behind him. Dingler trying to get that 9th position. Well, further back, there's Charles Roberson in the 11th spot. Sean McLaughlin is on pit road once again. Oh, boy. McLaughlin having a little bit of a rough time here tonight. It looks like he's made more contact with the wall, and he's already used his fast repair. So having a little bit of a rough night, and he's going to lose multiple laps there this time around as he comes in for more tires. And, boy, he is going through his tires very quickly. I mean, they only have 2 additional sets from the set that they started on, and, boy, he's got a long ways to go. Man, I don't think he's going to make it to the end getting tires already. Meanwhile, your spotlight driver, Adam Elshire, continues to lead. The gap now just over 0.2 of a second from Dakota Moniz. Dakota trying to stay in touch with that 11 truck. Doesn't want to lose any ground to him if he can help it. And having, they are known to have these long green flag runs. And after a while, you'll start to see who's taking care of the tires and who can get the most out of those tires as they get deeper into that run. He's managing to keep it around 0.2 of a second there. And Elshire is just starting to inch away just ever so slightly, almost 0.3 of a second. Yeah, and you know when it's going good like this, you really don't want to see a caution or anything like that. Like, you know what? Let's just stay green. And so far, nobody else is on pit road. McLaughlin, he has been there for a long time. Those repairs might have been required. He just had to get them. He might have got a meatball flag, and he's still on pit road. So, yeah, he's going to be a long night for the 28 truck there for sure. Danny Cochran now challenging his teammate once again. Cochran back into that 2nd spot. Now, Josh Carver, he had fallen back a bit, and he's still back there, not quite as close as he'd like to be to that lead pack. His teammates are still nose to tail there. Moniz still managing to hold on to that 2nd spot. And if they're not careful, see, they're going to lose. Look at the ground that they've lost now, 0.7 of a second. They're battling each other. They stay in line, though. They I would think they would keep in touch with the 11 a little bit better. But Adam Elshire, boy, he has opened up the gap here for sure, over 0.5 second now. He is led from the drop of the green flag, momentarily taken away by Danny Cochran for maybe a lap or so, and regained it, and right now is able to have a healthy cushion between him and 2nd position. Now, there's a lapped car up ahead of him. That's Shane Wheeldon, who had come in on a green flag pit stop. He'll have the lead. That's the leader right behind him. He's Elshire. He's 2 seconds behind him. Now he's got those fresh tires though, so he might be able to, should be able to anyway, hold on to that gap that he has there. and he is only one lap down. So if a caution were to come out, that's probably what he's hoping for right now. Get that caution so he can get that lucky dog, and because he's the only one lap down. McLaughlin, he's still on pit road, so he might actually be there for a good little while, and you won't have any challengers for the lucky dog position. He's racing along. There's your leader, Adam Aylshire, gap 0.7 seconds back to Dakota Moniz. Now lap 28 of 90. Josh Carver, you can see he's continued to lost a little bit more ground. But he's solidly in the fourth position. And quite a ways back, there's Jesse Thornock. Sean Huffstudler now is battling with the 14 truck there. Huffstudler trying to find a way around, taking a look down on the inside. I think he's going to get the position on Thornock, and looks like he will move Sean Huffstudler up to the 5th spot. He's got a ways to go to catch Josh Carver, but now he's in that 5th position, and he's already making good pace. He's 3/10 ahead of Thornock already. He's a little bit further. There's Tyler Dingler. Okay, was he just, did I miss something here? Oh, he's coming in. For a minute, I was wondering, was he coming out of the pits? He's going in. Wow, green flag pit stops underway. A lot of guys coming down. Aylshire stayed out. Dakota Moniz and his teammate Danny Cochran, and also Josh Carver, and all the guys that are running up at the front. There's Jesse Thornock, Tyler Dingler, all making their way down. And that's kind of good news for Aylshire. Boy, he is really able to stretch the laps. He's coming in the very next lap. And so hopefully he'll be able to maintain that gap, went a lap further. Of course, you know, and like I always say, when those guys that are directly behind you, even if you were able to go a lap further, now who knows, he might have been able to stay out if this was the end of the race. He might, and it's only maybe a couple of laps to go, he might have just stayed out. And but he did good to come in the very next lap, because once they get those fresh tires, they definitely would run him down. And he was starting to build a nice gap. And we'll see what happens when he comes off a pit road here. He lights him up as he leaves the pit box there. Currently 7th position, but those guys, they still have to pit as well. And Cochran, they're just about to pass, and they're getting up to speed here, and so he will fall behind those guys. He's right there behind Dakota Moniz. Gerald Space now on pit road. James Trammell as well. Sean Huffstudler, he was leading. He just pitted. Now there's Jad Khalif. He inherits the lead, but he still has to pit. Huffstudler and Foner are in, who are running 2nd and 3rd at the moment. And Seba Corns hasn't pitted either. And behind him is Danny Cochran. He's the first guy to actually pit. He's one of the leaders to come in. That he'll inherit the lead once these guys in front of him hit pit road. And they might have really made up the difference there on pit road. They were 7/10 behind. There's Cochran. There's Aylshire. He's still trying to get past the 5 of Dakota Moniz, and Dakota not making it easy at all. Having to work a little harder this time to get back up there and try to see if he can catch the 2 truck. That last tire run, Aylshire, he was able to, before they came into pit, he was able to open up the gap a little bit. Once those tires started falling up, he slides up into that 2nd position. Dakota Moniz trying his best to apply the pressure. This is the thing with those teammates there, you know, and they're going to put a lot of pressure on him for sure. because now he has to deal with both of them, although even the teammates were battling each other quite a bit. Aylshire not wanting to give up that second position. Not much choice right now this time around. They're very strong. Oh, boy, they got close. Dakota Moniz almost got into the 11 there. That was super close there. Aylshire holding on to that third position. I mean, he's right on the tail of Dakota Moniz. Probably wishing he had a teammate up there running there with him. And unfortunately, something happened to A.J. Green and could not start the race. That's a shame. So it's Larson Line Motorsports 1 and 2. With Adam Aylshire, I believe he is on Vortex Theory, but he's our spotlight driver for the evening. Josh Carver still in that fourth position and still got a bit of a gap between him and the top three. So after the pit stops, it didn't really help to close in that deficit at all. And then who knows, it might even be a little worse. We'll see what happens here because Jesse Thornock's not too far behind him, and he's starting to get some pressure there. Who's right behind him? That's Seba Corns. But Seba Corns, he's actually a lap down. He is actually in the lucky dog position. Him and Tyler Dingler and Roberson are all one lap down. So, and like I said before, boy, I tell you, they run a lot of green laps here at last night's Racing League. They're not known to have too many cautions. And you really got to just hang with it the best you can. Those top three are right there, too, keeping that gap open between them and the rest of the field. You can see on your track map the gap between them and fourth place, Josh Carver. Although Jesse Thornock, he is getting a bit closer to Carver. He's got him in sight there, and only 0.7 of a second back. Try to see if he can put some more pressure on him there. Meanwhile, up the front, Adam Aylshire once again driving under the 5. And I think his best friend is green flag runs. And the longer they stay out there, the longer his ability to work with those older tires may start to play into his advantage here. Man, they're working their way around. Looks like that's the 77 there of Shane Wheeldon. Did a good job there, stayed high as the leaders went through. Aylshire Mel, he is all over the two of Danny Cochran. And looks like AJ Green finally made it into the server. Boy, he's 42 laps down. He must have had some kind of computer problem or something. But good to see he managed to make it into the race anyway. You definitely want to still pick up some points. There's a long ways to go. Anything can happen. He's in there now. He can still pick up that one spot from Sean McLaughlin. Looks like McLaughlin has indeed put it behind the wall, so he is the one lone retirement for the evening so far. Meanwhile, back up the front, Adam Aylshire, spotlight driver, trying to make a play for that lead position once again. He's being absolutely relentless with the two of Danny Cochran there. And boy, they're door to door as they go through turns 3 and 4. Aylshire may have the advantage going into 1 here. Some good side-by-side racing here, though, folks. And boy, Dakota Moniz, he is right there too. He is he's got a ringside seat to the action. Boy, look at, that is neat to see them battle door to door, lap after lap here. But you got to think so. Now, whose tires? Now, Cochran, he's running that hot line. He's putting less scrub on those tires, running that high line. Adam Elshire is probably using more tire, running that inside line, trying to stay there with the two. And who knows, Dakota Moniz, he may be just sitting there just waiting. It looks like Elshire decided, oh boy, Cochran got a little sideways. Man, that was super close. Boy, Dakota Moniz, he got the best seat in the house here. And now, oh, and they get together. Oh, and it looks like Danny Cochran, he's able to continue. He did get into the wall with damage on the rear of that number 2 truck. And whether or not he'll be able to continue or not. And so now Dakota Moniz is on his own. His teammate's in a little bit of trouble. Let's see if Cochran stays out, whether or not he's going to stay out or pit. Looks like he is going to stay out. But that truck can't be at 100% right now for sure. Adam Elshire regains the lead and already has 0.3 of a second on Dakota Moniz. He was not going to be denied. So now it's just one-on-one. Now Cochran, he's still in the 3rd spot, but you know, I think he might be easy pickings here for Josh Carver as Carver comes up on him now, and I think he's just going to muscle his way right past the 2 truck into that 3rd position. Now Josh Carver up to, this is the highest he's been in the race so far now, up into the 3rd spot. You can see the damage on the right front there of the 2 truck of Cochran. So yeah, he might have a little problem there. Charles Roberson making his way down pit road. Green flag pit stop for the 44 truck. Okay, there he is. Okay. Meanwhile, there's 2nd place. Dakota Moniz, a 0.5 second behind Adam Elshire now. We're lap 48. See Shane Wilden also coming down pit road. And a little further back behind them there, here's another gaggle of trucks here. Jesse Thornark, he's battling now. That's Seba Corns. He's not on the lead lap. Danny Cochran, he loses a position to the 14. So Jesse Thornark now up to the 4th spot. Larson line drivers are in the top 5 right now, but Sean Huffstadler just bumps one of them out as he moves into the 5th. But Cochran, I think that damage is definitely hurting him, and not too much he can do. And he may be holding on to get through the tire run here or fuel run and maybe even hope for a caution. You can even see the damage from here, from the inboard camera. And so he definitely doesn't want to stop under green even if he uses a faster pair. And yeah, they're just past the halfway point here, lap 50. So he'll be doing all he can to kind of hold on to what he's got there, and running in that 6th spot. Lance Hill is actually, wow, he's like 6 seconds behind him. So Cochran's got a bit of a cushion now before he runs up, gets caught up by another driver. I mean, that gap is coming down, and Elshire, he continues to stay about a 0.5 second ahead of Moniz up front. Behind Hill is Martin Morales. And James Trammell is right behind him. And I think when we saw that, we saw Martin. That was A.J. Green that was up in the mix. He's, of course, not. He's many laps down. He missed the start of the race. And, but who knows? He could play a spoiler if he were to get up there and get close to the lead trucks and be able to help his teammate out. That would, but he would. He's got a ways to go. Right now, he's like I said, he's in 18th, but he just crossed the start-finish line, and the leaders are coming out of turn 2. So he's got a ways to go before he could really have any effect, as far as being up there near the front of the field or not. Now 1.3 seconds, the gap, Elshire back to Dakota Moniz, and Elshire pulling out into a different zip code here. He's definitely, that truck is definitely handling good for him on long runs, that's for sure. Oh, we do have a caution, and I think it might have been Gerald Space. Did he jump to the? Yeah, he jumped to the pits. Oh boy, something happened there, and it happened so quickly, and he went immediately to pit road. Let's go back to the replay, see if we can catch what happened here. Oh, and it got away from him there. You saw him get sideways. Oh, I think this is going to hurt here, and he's going to go hard into the outside wall. Oh boy, and he gets into a almost a barrel roll there up on his roof. I wonder, did he stay on his roof? Yeah, he rolled over. Oh no, yeah, he's on for a bit of a ride, and you can see why he immediately jumped to the pits to tow in, for sure. Hard hit there for Gerald Space. Let's take it back live for you here, and so he's towing in at the moment. And no doubt he'll be using that faster pair. Adam Aylshire, everybody coming in to get fresh tires. Aylshire right where he wants to be. And for that restart, so he'll be able to control that restart. We'll try to get a word with him after he finishes his pit stop. You know, you want to concentrate coming into that pit stop there. So we'll wait for him to get out of there. And Mike, and a correction, Lance Hill is also with Vortex Theory as well. So he's actually got 3 teammates out there. And let's pull him up here to the booth with us real quick. Hey, Adam, Tony in the booth, you got a copy?
Yeah, I do.
Hey, man, I tell you, man, boy, that truck's on rails there tonight, huh?
Yeah, sure is. It's feeling pretty good. Same with my tires, pretty good. So.
Yeah, man, I tell you, do you like Atlanta here? You like this track?
I used to not like it. Pretty loose, which I've come to sorry. I've come to like loose tracks, loose cars, and it just suits me more than a tight car.
Absolutely, man. Well, yeah, so it's good luck, though. Yeah, and boy, I tell you, you've been battling those Larson line drivers, but at least you'll control that restart, and so I guess that's the best place for you to be, and see if you can keep that thing up the front.
Yeah, I hit Danny. I was paying attention to the guy behind me, not paying too much attention to the guy in front of me, and I hit him going to the corner. I've apologized to him. It's just I'd watch out for some battles there coming to the end if he gets back up here.
Absolutely, man. Well, I'm going to put you back down to your team there, and so good luck, and we'll talk to you later.
Yeah, thank you, Tony.
Now, you're Vortex, right? Vortex?
Yep,
okay. All right. Now, those guys in front of him, they will get a wave around, because they're, the tail end of the lead lap there, or like they're between the pace car and the leader, I should say it that way. And that's the 77 there of Shane Wheeldon, who is actually now 1 lap down. He will be the lucky dog. I wonder if he, because I think that's, who is that in front of him? That's Tyler Dingler. Now I think he moved into the lucky dog position because he should have already gotten that wave around. If he was the lucky dog, we'll see what happens there. He might actually get it here. Let's see what happens when he crosses the line. And yeah, if he was the lucky dog, they would have waved him around already. So he'll be in the lucky dog position this time, and because now they're getting waved around because it's like 1 to go, and so they'll make their way around, and so that the leader can close up behind the pace car. And man, we're actually getting pretty darn close to the end of this race here. Get a quick word from our sponsors before we go green again, and we'll be right back. Hey, you're watching the Last Night's Racing League, Season 3, round number 13 here on Rice Motorsports TV.
With the Butt Kicker Gamer 2, what you see and what you hear is what you feel. Butt Kicker. The future is feeling.
All right, we're racing once again. Green flag. Adam Elshire, he drops the hammer and trying to stay ahead of those guys. Boy, look at Josh Carver. He is licking his chops now, folks. He's gotten up ahead of the two Larson line drivers, Dakota Moniz and Danny Cochran. The question is, does he have anything for Adam Elshire? Because, you know, when they got underway before, he wasn't exactly gaining on anybody at all. And, oh, boy, we got another caution here. Let's see. Caution, the second caution. You know, they say sometimes cautions breed cautions. And looks like that might have been, oh, that was A.J. Green, and he jumped to the pits. Looks like he's going to tow in. So something happened. Let's see what happened to A.J. here. Rough night for A.J. Let's roll it back a little bit. Something must have happened before that. Here it is here. He's just rolling along. He looked like he might have just got into somebody there. Yeah, he got into the... Can't see who that is. That is... Oh, that's a 22, Jad Khalif. Yeah, and Khalif tapped the wall. Oh, there's James Trammell. He's able to get by the spinning number 48. But, yeah, that's... no, bad luck there for the 48, A.J. Green. And nobody else was involved in that. So here we are, a do-over of the restart. It'll be less than 30 laps to go now, and of course that'll help them with these tires as well. Now, Adam Elshire, he has been in twice. And there's Shane Wheeldon getting that wave around. He was the lucky dog position. Boy, that didn't take long, so now he is back on the lead lap. And he'll make his way around. And A.J. Green, let's see, Jad Khalif also came down pit road. You did see him scrape the wall in that replay a little bit. So, boy, he's got a bit of damage there. I'm wondering... Maybe he's just trying to get it fixed and hold on to that faster pair, because I don't think he was involved in anything else where he would have needed to use it. But, hey, you never know now, because he's still on pit road. And here comes the pace car. He might be stuck on pit road. Oh, yeah, he might have been just trying to use it, get as much damage fixed and hold on to that faster pair until he absolutely needs to use it. That's a smart move if the damage is only enough that you can get away without using that faster pair. That's definitely what you'd want to do. That's for sure. As he makes his way around, and they're going to have at least one more lap of caution here before they go green again. So as wait for them to get going, we'll take another quick break and we'll be right back. Hey, you're watching the Last Night's Racing League Season 3, Round 13 here at Atlanta Motor Speedway here on Rice Motorsports TV. All right, we're back for the green flag, and we're racing once again. Adam Elshire having to earn a win the hard way. Boy, Josh Carver's right there, and Danny Cochran. I tell you, boy, they're going to do their best to run down that 11 truck. Cochran right back up there again. You heard Adam say it is a bit of a loose track there, and but he's getting to like those loose tracks, and it's been showing it with his performance here tonight. And Cochran going to see if he can get up there and do something with the 11. He is right on his tail right now, boy. Great day. It's almost bump drafting. And Dakota Moniz, he is right there too. There's Lance Hill. He's starting to work his way into the picture as well. These guys are really tight there now. Lance Hill making a move on Dakota Moniz. He's going to pick up that 4th position here at the moment anyway. While they're battling Carver, he's still there in 3rd. Danny Cochran still working on the 11 of Adam Elshire. Elshire, your pole setter, has been very hard guy to beat here tonight. Cochran looking high, looking low, trying to figure out a way past that 11 truck. Drag race down the backstretch. Now he's got that inside line. Now we saw Adam down there quite a bit trying to get past Cochran. And let's see if Cochran can get enough momentum to get past Elshire. They went door to door for several laps the last time they were there together. And Danny Cochran right now, he's gains the upper hand. With now it's only 25 laps remaining. And there is Josh Carver. Man, he is right there too. He has been keeping himself in play all race long. And now it's getting to be go time, you know. Now 24 laps remaining. Boy, they're going to be pressing hard here tonight. Who knows? This could be your top 3 right there. You never know. And you can start to see they're starting to pull away just a little bit. Lance Hill in that 4th spot, but they're getting a little bit of gap between themselves and the 44 truck. They come to the line, it'll be 23 laps remaining. Elshire still in that 2nd position. Kind of the meat and the sandwich right now. And that's a good number of laps to go because we've seen Elshire do pretty good on long runs. And if this thing were to stay green, that may play into his hands. You never know. Now Carver, he was right on him, and he's starting to fall back just a little bit. About, say, maybe a truck length there. But he was all over the bag. Now he closes in once again on Elshire. Well, you can see Elshire get a little loose there. He was liking the loose track. Don't know if it's too loose now or what. It's getting to be go time, and you have to push as hard as you possibly can. Danny Cochran continues the lead. Has Adam Elshire and Josh Carver all over him. In fact, a lot of the guys back there are really up there. I mean, look at this line here. There's Lance Hill. Look a little further back. All these guys are almost nose to tail, racing hard. We're coming to just about 20 laps to go here. Next time as they cross the line. Danny Cochran trying to keep that 2 truck out front. He got separated from his teammates a bit. Dakota Moniz back in the 5th spot now. They got a lot of guys in between them, a lot of different teammates up there. Josh Carver for Full Throttle is in that 3rd spot. Now Lance Hill, he's in the 4th position. I need to double check that and make sure, find out if he's actually with Vortex Theory now or not. I might have to double check that graphic there. anyway up the front, and they continue to, boy, Adam Aylshire, he continues to pour on the pressure here with Danny Cochran. Man, they're super close. Josh Carver is right there as well. Look at Lance Hill making his way into the picture in that 4th spot. He's going to drive under the 33. Boy, he may be the sleeper all race long here. Boy, he's almost taking it 3 wide as they go through turns 1 and 2. And all bets are off now, folks. Adam Aylshire, he's out front, but can he keep it out front? Those guys are going to be battling like crazy behind him. Right now he's where he wants to be. Got clean air and can run the line he wants to run, but can anybody do anything with him? Man, I tell you, that was some heavy, fierce battling right there. Danny Cochran got shuffled back to that 3rd position, and he's falling into the clutches of Lance Hill. Hill's going to take that 3rd spot possibly from the 2 truck as they make their way onto the back stretch. Oh boy, got to get careful there. You know, because Cochran, he did get some damage before, a little bit of contact with the 11. He's back there with his teammate once again, Dakota Moniz. And they've got their hands full with the 44 of Lance Hill at the moment. Boy, and I tell you, that is, talk about playing into the leader's hands there. Now, he doesn't have a super. Who is that? That's A.J. Green right in front of them in the foreground. But he's got Josh Carver by about a 1/10 of a second. And you know Carver wants that lead. 16 laps remaining. Now is going to be the question, hey, can the 11 of Adam Aylshire keep the 33 Carver at bay? And remember I said, folks, his teammate might come into play here. Look who's coming up there. Look who they're getting ready to catch here. Now, I mean, in all being a good sport and all, you know that the 48 probably should just get out the way and let all the leaders go by. But that's his teammate leading the race. What a situation this is going to be, because Carver's going to come up there and he may have to deal with the 48. You never know. This could get interesting here. As they cross the line, it's 14 laps remaining. You know, AJ, he's going to give a wide berth to the 11 of Adam Aylshire. And see what happens here as they go down. Now, one thing he's doing, he's riding alongside his teammate, and he's making it hard for anybody to get a run on Aylshire on the high side. Oh, and he gets into the wall. And so, yeah, he was trying to run that high line. That's not going to work. And, boy, I tell you, oh, boy, Josh Carver gets super close to the bumper of Adam Aylshire there. Aylshire doing his best to hold on to this lead, trying to get to that checkered flag. And you can see the 2 of them, they're starting to pull away. Look at how they're pulling away from the rest of the field. It's Aylshire and Carver with 13 laps remaining. Carver's got plenty of time. He's going to ride along now, and he's going to say, okay, I'm going to watch this guy. I'm going to see what can I do. You know, where is his weak spot at? You know, what part of the track can I maybe make a move on this guy? And or is he too strong? Is he too consistent? It looks like Carver might have got just a little bit of a wiggle there. He lost some ground to Aylshire just a little bit. He better be careful, because Lance Hill is starting to creep back up there once again. He's able to maintain control of the truck there, but he did lose a little bit of ground. Still pretty much in play there, though. 11 laps remaining. Aylshire, he's running the line that he wants to run, and you know sometimes when you're out front, you're running the line that you want to run, and part of where you want to be is where the guy chasing you really wants to be as well, to run that optimum line around the track. And because I guarantee you, if he could have just passed him on the outside, he probably he might have done it already. Man, a great battle forming here between Josh Carver and Adam Aylshire. Let's go aboard Lance Hill. And he's still a little ways back, about half second back from Carver. And doesn't look like he's really gaining, actually losing just a little bit of time. Dakota Moniz and Danny Cochran. And Cochran, boy, he's falling back a little bit further. Sean Huffstudler now, he's about to take, might take that 5th position away from Danny Cochran. Let's look a little further back. His teammate, James Trammell, he's running back there with Mac, battling with Max Foner for position. Martin Morales right there too. So a lot of close racing going on throughout this field, actually. Meanwhile, up the front, Adam Ailshire, he continues to lead. He's actually opened up a couple of tenths now on Josh Carver. Now make it 3 tenths on the 33 truck, and that's definitely what he wants to be able to do. Get that clean air and keep that truck out front, and he doesn't have anybody in front of him, anybody close anyway, no lap traffic, and it'll be 7 to go as he crosses the line here. Josh Carver now showing about 0.3 of a second. Just about now make it 0.4 of a second. Adam Ailshire, he may be just putting this thing now like I'm just putting this truck right where I want it. I'm running this line I want to run, and I'm just going to keep this thing on rails. Josh Carver trying to see if he can fight his way back up there. And Carver, he has stayed out of trouble all race long. He hasn't gotten any damage that we could see at all. And once he got up inside it, we might get a caution. Let's see, Seba Corns, something happened to Seba Corns. And, it's going to stay green. Corns, he went spinning, but I guess he went off the track so quickly, it did not trigger a caution. He lost it, and immediately, he hit the wall. That was a hard hit, and he went down immediately down to the infield wall there. So we stay green, apparently. No caution flag. He's making his way down pit road. Meanwhile, 5 laps remaining. Ailshire still a couple of tenths now on Josh Carver. Carver trying his best to claw his way back up there and get to that 11 truck. He is running out of time and laps. If anybody wanted to see a caution, probably Josh Carver, he would love it to bunch that field up for a shootout. And it all depends on where you are, what you might want to see. The 11 wants it to go green. Now 4 laps remaining. Dakota Moniz now into that 3rd spot. Now he's not too far behind. He managed to get past Lance Hill there. Hill now in that 4th spot. Sean Huffstudler up into the top 5. Good night for Sean Huffstudler. Of course, that's been helping Morecast Racing stay up in the team points a lot anyway. Right now it's they've got 2 of their guys up in there. I'll take that back. They've got 3 of their guys in the top 10, and so does Larson Line as well. From the looks of it, Larson Line has a little bit better average where their guys are placed, I believe. Well, maybe it's close. Trammell, he just took a position from Thornock, so that's going to help their team. Meanwhile, up the front, boy, it's 0.4 of a second now. Adam Ailshire over Josh Carver. Carver's been trying all these last several laps to see if he was really close. And we've got a caution. Oh, no. This could end up, because it's going to be and it was Danny Cochran. Did he jump to let's see. Apparently he jumped to the pits. And looks like Max Foner might have been involved as well. There's Foner. He also jumped to the pits. Let's go back and see what happened here. And they're racing along. Oh, there it is. Let's roll it back a little bit and see what happened. Okay, here they come. We'll slow it down here a little bit. And that's Cochran on the outside, Foner in the 51 truck on the inside there. Just crossing the start-finish line. and they're making their way down to turn 1. And looks like Cochran. Okay, he just did anybody Foner. Okay, did Foner got up there and looked like he might have got into the 2 there and just took them both out. That was a hard hit for both of them. But I don't think anybody else was involved. So man, that's a tough break for Foner and the 2 of Danny Cochran. Matter of fact, let's see, Cochran. He's it looked like he retired the truck. Yeah, so that's our 3rd retirement of the evening. Charles Roberson actually retired the the 94 truck. So boy, I tell you, talk about if he were to go on to win, talk about getting it the hard way. Good grief. I mean, 3 laps to go, and if ever there were a hungry driver behind you, it would be Josh Carver. And I mean, he is going to want to get there. Dakota Moniz, he doesn't have any teammates around him because he's going to have Lance Hill right there, and then Sean Huffstudler behind him. So it's a good cross section of the different teams, and so it's all pretty much just about every man for himself up there in that top 5, representing a lot of the different teams. Aylshire representing Vortex Theory, Josh Carver there with Full Throttle, Dakota Moniz with Larson Line, Lance Hill, he's an independent driver, I believe. Like I said, I'm gonna check on that. I'm not sure if he's with Vortex Theory now or not. I'm gonna have to check on that one. And of course, Sean Huffstudler there with Morecast Racing, and that's gonna help. Morecast Racing, they also has James Trammell in 7th and Martin Morales in 8th. With the retirement of Danny Cochran, that's going to help their team as far as those team points, and because it's all based on the average of how they finish, and all their guys are. It was 3-3 as far as team members out there tonight, and all of their 3 guys right now are in the top 10, whereas only 2 for Larson Line. But I tell you, Adam Aylshire, he has been a force to be reckoned with tonight. And man, I tell you, if he's able to hold on and get the win, he definitely earned it, because he's been fighting off all comers all race long. Those restarts, they can be tricky. If he gets the start he wants and gets able to get a jump possibly on the 33, we'll see what happens. They've been out there a while. Those tires not as fresh as they were before. Before that last caution, they had only, I think, maybe put a couple of laps, 2-3 laps on the tires, and they've definitely turned some laps since then. And Aylshire has been handling these older tires pretty good throughout the race here. They crossed the line, and I think it's going to be 1 to go. Let's see here. And, yep, lights are out on the pace car. And it'll be 3 laps to go here. Only the 3rd caution of the evening. Man, I tell you, it has been a race, though. That is for sure. Like I said, so far it's only 4 retirements. Cochran, Gerald Space also retired. I didn't realize that he had retired the truck. So it's actually 4 retirements, those 2 and Roberson and McLaughlin. AJ Green got a very late start, and he's made up 2 positions. Sometimes even when you have a late start, you just keep on plugging away because you never know what's going to happen in the race. And so he has gained 2 positions. So here we go. I do believe the restart is on the leader. Making their way out of turn 4. Pace car should be shooting off onto pit road. There he goes. Hold on, folks. Here we go.
Green, green, green.
And we got a green flag with some calamity going on behind them. Oh, Aylshire, he gets body slammed by somebody on the restart. Sean, and who's up front? Sean Huffstutler, James Trammell running 1-2, Lance Hill running third, Aylshire in the fourth position. There's Dakota Moniz. Oh, man. I don't know if he spun the tires or what. We'll take a look at it maybe after the race here. And, oh, man, it's a shame for Aylshire. He had been so strong. I think that truck is damaged. Oh, man. It's all going wrong for the 11. He had been so strong during the race. Right now he's trying to hold on to 7th. White flag is in the air. Meanwhile, up the front, it's Sean Huffstutler and James Trammell, 2 Morecast Racing drivers. Boy, you can't ask for a better team finish. Lance Hill, he's a bit further back. He's not in play whatsoever to get up there for the win. They make their way through, looks like Seba Corrin, something. He might have crashed somewhere. Coming out of turn 4, checkered flag is in the air. And how about this? Sean Huffstutler, a win here. This might be his first win here at last night's Racing League. But Sean Huffstutler is your winner here tonight. Boy, talk about a surprise finish. Sean Huffstutler, and we've seen him have some good runs out there. But man, I tell you, he was able to survive some calamity there. Aylshire, he ended up 7th, and teammate James Trammell there, making his way down pit road. But how about it for Sean Huffstutler taking the victory here tonight at Atlanta? And we'll go ahead and we'll get the guys here up and try to get them all up in the victory lane here. Let's go find everybody and then see if we can get them up there. Let's see. And Huffstutler, he's just enjoying being right there. Because I'm gonna sit right here. Let me go find looking for Huffstutler, Trammell, and let's see if anybody's already up, and nobody's up there yet. And so we got to find. See, hopefully everybody's in the chat. There's Lance. We'll move him on up. And let's see. There's James Trammell. We'll move him on up. And Sean Huffstutler, move him on up as well. And we'll head on down to victory lane with them and talk to the guys. Okay, folks, we're in victory lane here with your top 3, Sean Huffstutler, James Trammell, and Lance Hill. Hey, Sean, you got a copy there?
Yes, I do.
Boy, they say it ain't never over till it's over, man. Boy, were you expecting that victory there?
No, sometimes it's better to be lucky than good. You know, we were talking. We had to watch the wheel spin on this restart, and the first 4 guys, it looks like they all spun their tires. So,
yeah, that's what I was thinking. Cause we were looking, we were watching the pace car. The angle that we had, we didn't see it right when it happened, but we saw Aylshire go sideways, and at first I thought it was just him. But so you're saying that several trucks spun their tires?
Yeah, it looked like it to me. I just dove to the inside and cleared them all. So,
man, I tell you,
better be lucky than good.
Absolutely, man, I tell you. But congratulations, man. This is your first win here at last night's, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
Yeah, congratulations, man. Anybody you want to give a shout out to?
Hey, just you broadcasting and the admin putting us on, all the guys in the league. It's a good time on a Tuesday night. Absolutely, man, and
some good points for Morecast Racing. You and James finishing 1-2 there. Couldn't ask for that, and a better present than that.
Yeah, he almost got me out of going into 1 and 2 on the last lap. He had a hell of a run, so I was just trying to hang on to my position. He almost ended up taking it from me there in the last lap.
All right, yeah, man, I tell you, and you guys went from finishing where you may have finished to battling for the win, and then that's why you raced right to that checkered flag. But congratulations again, man.
I appreciate it. Thanks a lot.
Hey, James, you got a copy? I think
Tony,
you got.
how are you, sir?
Oh, pretty good, man. Boy, I tell you, like I was just saying, good finish for Morecast Racing there. You guys, you weren't expecting to be battling for the win at the very end there, were you?
I tell you what, we reached up there and pulled those belts tight, and whenever we saw the chaos ensuing in front of us, it was honestly just feather the throttle as best you could, try to get the rubber up under you, and grab a gear and go. And I grabbed third gear right there at the line, saw a couple of trucks coming down. I honestly thought I was going to get taken out, but somehow avoided, got going again. Thought I was going to get to Sean, but he stayed in it and pulled off a heck of a victory.
Yeah, I tell you, those trucks, they were a little loose out there, weren't they, tonight?
Yeah, it was an odd way. It started out, honestly, a little loose till you got the air built up. Once the air built up, it rotated really well, and then it almost just flipped the switch. And for some folks, it went tight. Some folks, it went loose. And it really just kind of depended on how you drove the truck in the beginning of the run on kind of what the end result was towards the end.
Right. I'm sure that was going to be interesting, like that last restart, because you guys had been out on those tires for a while. And, it's like, okay, this is going to be interesting.
That's right. That's right.
Anybody want to give a shout out to?
Absolutely. Simbox Store, Tram Jam TV, all the folks at NAISCC for helping us get up here last night's, you for broadcasting. Really appreciate this this crew getting this number 20 Ford F-150 Simbox Store back on the podium.
All right, man. Well, congratulations. We'll see you next week.
Thanks, Tony. Hey,
Lance, you got a copy?
Yeah, man, I got you.
Hey, man, way to race your way back up there, man, and like say, a fortune enough to avoid some trouble there, and man, come out looking pretty good there. Got that podium finish. Congratulations.
Yeah, thanks, man. We there on the restart. Me and Adam, who's kind of on the same team, I guess you can say, we was going to try and plan that restart out there together, and we expected there to be a little spin, but not as bad as it really was. And once we put the power down, it just went sideways for both of us, and then Carver got loose also, and I think I ended up turning him into the wall because he came across my nose sideways. But sucks for him, but sucks for Adam, who was probably going to win this race if that caution didn't come out. But still a good finish, and I'll take it.
Absolutely, man. Anybody you want to give a shout out to?
Yeah, you for broadcasting, my parents, my brother, my whole family, Adam, AJ, Colin for being good teammates on this team, and yeah, that's it.
Yeah, and that's got to change that graphic because you are with Vortex, aren't you? Vortex Theory.
Pretty much, yes.
Yeah, okay, so yeah, I'll have to make sure I change that graphic there. And but yeah, man, congratulations, and we will see you next week.
All right, thanks, man.
Okay, folks, boy, I tell you, like they say, it's never over till it's over, man. And I tell you, what a race it was. I mean, it was a shame that Adam couldn't get up there. He definitely did a really great job to really kind of earn the victory. But you still have to survive any kind of calamities. But that is how things played out tonight. Your final results: Sean Huff-Studley a winner, James Trammell second, Lance Hill third, Jesse Thornock fourth, Dakota Moniz fifth, Shane Wheeldon finished sixth position, Adam Ailshire, he wound up seventh, Martin Morales Jr. eighth, Tyler Dingler ninth, Josh Carver rounds out top 10, followed by Jad Khalif in 11th, Seba Corns in 12th position, 13th Max Foner, Danny Cochran 15th, Daryl Space 16th, Charles Robertson 17th, and Sean McLaughlin in the 18th and final position. And as always, we want to thank you for joining us here on Rice Motorsports TV. And don't forget to tune in next week, and we will do it all over again. So for all of us here at Rice Motorsports TV, we want to wish you a pleasant evening.